Mia Goth isn't just an actress, she's a force of nature. From gothic nightmares to neon-soaked thrillers, she transforms every role into something raw, haunting, and unforgettable. Today, we're diving into the performances that made her one of cinema's boldest talents. In Frankenstein, Mia Goth once again proves she's one of the most fearless and magnetic performers of her generation, taking on a rare dual role that blends gothic elegance with emotional complexity. As Lady Elizabeth Harlander, the refined and devoted fiancée of William, she radiates grace and quiet strength. Yet there's an undercurrent of tension, because Victor harbors feelings for her that he cannot fully suppress. Mia plays Elizabeth with a delicate balance of warmth and fragility, making her a rare light in the film's dark, brutal world. But her second role, Baroness Claire Frankenstein, Victor's deceased mother, reveals a completely different side. Appearing through haunting memories and fractured visions, she becomes a ghostly echo of everything Victor has lost. Mia shifts into this ethereal presence with chilling subtlety, embodying both love and sorrow, almost like a spectral force guiding his descent into obsession. Together, these roles allow Goth to showcase her full range, human, haunting, and heartbreakingly tragic. A perfect fit for the gothic soul of Frankenstein. In Pearl, Mia Goth delivers what many critics call the defining horror performance of the century, a mesmerizing blend of innocence, desperation, and pure madness. As Pearl, she embodies a young woman trapped between her small-town life and her enormous, glittering dreams. But beneath the sweetness lies something darker, a storm of rage, envy, and loneliness waiting to explode. Goth moves through the film like a ticking bomb, shifting from hopeful farm girl to full-blown psychopath with terrifying ease. One moment she's vulnerable and yearning, the next she's chillingly unhinged, and every transition feels heartbreakingly human. Her now iconic final smile, held for minutes, is a haunting portrait of a soul cracking in real time. And the monologue? A raw, blistering confession that instantly became legendary. With Pearl, Mia Goth doesn't just play a character. She creates a horror icon, proving she's one of the most fearless and magnetic performers of her generation. In Infinity Pool, Mia Goth unleashes one of the wildest, most chaotic performances of her career as Gabi, a seductive, unhinged muse of destruction. From the moment she appears on screen, Mia radiates a magnetic, dangerous charm, the kind that pulls you in even when you know you should run. Gabi is not just a character, she's an experience. Mia plays her with no breaks and no fear, switching from sweet encouragement to manic violence with a smile that's equal parts thrilling and terrifying. She toys with vulnerability, cruelty, and seductive power, creating a character who feels unpredictable in every frame. Her laughter alone becomes a weapon, sharp, deranged, unforgettable. As the story spirals into surreal madness, Mia Goth becomes its engine, dragging both the protagonist and the audience into a world where morality dissolves and pleasure turns poisonous. It's a bold, dirty, electrifying performance that proves once again, when Mia Goth dives into madness, she does it better than anyone. In X, Mia Goth delivers one of the most mesmerizing double performances in modern horror, playing both Maxine and the older, deeply tormented Pearl. It's a transformation so bold and unsettling that it feels like two different actresses haunting the same film. As Maxine, Goth radiates ambition and raw, youthful hunger, a woman desperate to break free and taste the fame she believes she deserves. She's electric, defiant, and impossible to ignore. But as Pearl, she becomes something entirely different, fragile yet dangerous, filled with longing, rage, and the unbearable ache of lost beauty. What makes this dual role extraordinary is the emotional bridge she builds between the two characters. Maxine and Pearl are mirrors, the dreamer and the ghost of what that dream can become. Goth performs both with chilling precision, shifting from vulnerability to violence with terrifying ease. In X, Mia Goth doesn't just act. She shapeshifts, creating two horror icons in one unforgettable performance. In Marrowbone, Mia Goth delivers one of her most tender and quietly affecting performances as Jane, the gentle soul who becomes a lifeline for a family drowning in secrets. In a story steeped in gothic shadows and whispered tragedies, Goth brings a warm, human glow that feels almost miraculous. Her Jane isn't just a love interest or a passerby in the brothers' haunted world. She's the emotional anchor that keeps the film from sinking into pure darkness. Goth plays her with a delicate mix of innocence and intuition, as if Jane senses more than she ever dares to say. Every smile, every hesitant glance carries weight, creating a fragile contrast to the dread creeping through the house. It's a performance that proves Goth can be just as powerful in quiet roles as in her wilder, more unhinged characters. In Marrowbone, she becomes the light flickering at the edge of a nightmare. In MaXXXine, Mia Goth delivers one of the boldest performances of her career. As Maxine Minx, she transforms from a survivor of the Texas Massacre into a ruthless Hollywood climber determined to seize fame at any cost. Goth plays Maxine like a neon-lit fever dream, sharp, dangerous, and impossible to look away from. There's a fierce hunger in her eyes, a mix of ambition and trauma that fuels every frame. What makes this role special is how Mia balances Maxine's grit with surprising vulnerability. She's tough but not invincible, glamorous but never polished. And as the film dives into 1980s Hollywood noir, Goth embraces the chaos with fearless energy, turning Maxine into both a Scream Queen icon and a fully realized character. It's a performance that cements Mia Goth as one of today's most daring genre actors, raw, magnetic, and always ready to push the boundary of what horror can be. In A Cure for Wellness, Mia Goth delivers one of her most haunting early performances as Hannah, the fragile, enigmatic girl trapped at the center of a sinister alpine wellness center. With her porcelain innocence and ghost-like stillness, Mia turns Hannah into both a symbol of purity and a warning sign that something is deeply wrong beneath the spa's glossy surface. She moves through the film almost like a dream or a hallucination, her wide-eyed curiosity masking a deeper, unsettling truth about her past and her connection to the horrors lurking behind locked doors. Mia's performance is deliberately understated, but that's what makes it unforgettable. Every tilt of her head, every quiet breath, every hesitant smile feels loaded with mystery. As the story unravels, Hannah shifts from delicate captive to the emotional key of the entire nightmare, revealing layers of trauma, fear, and tragic resilience. Mia Goth turns her into a living riddle, a blend of innocence and dread, proving even early in her career that she could command the screen with quiet, chilling power. In Mayday, Mia Goth steps into the role of Marsha, a commanding presence in a surreal, war-torn dreamscape. This film is part fantasy, part feminist allegory, and Goth becomes its magnetic, unpredictable heartbeat. As Marsha, she blends the softness of a mythic guide with the volatility of a battlefield leader, shifting from comforting to unsettling in a single breath. Her performance makes the film feel like a waking dream, beautiful, dangerous, and slightly off-kilter. Goth moves through the foggy landscapes with an almost ritualistic intensity, giving Marsha a hypnotic pull that anchors the film's wild, symbolic journey. Even when the story drifts into pure abstraction, she keeps it compelling. It's one of those roles where Goth elevates the entire world around her, making Mayday stranger, sharper, and impossible to forget. In The Survivalist, Mia Goth delivers one of her earliest and most quietly powerful performances as Milja, a young woman navigating a brutal, post-apocalyptic world where trust is more precious than food. Goth plays Milja with remarkable subtlety. She's cautious, observant, and constantly weighing danger against survival. But beneath that quiet exterior, Mia builds a character full of suppressed emotion and unexpected resilience. As the tension between the three leads grows, Goth becomes the film's moral pulse. Her Milja is neither a victim nor a hardened warrior. She's something far more human, shaped by fear and fleeting hope. Mia's ability to communicate entire sentences with a single glance adds depth to the film's bleak atmosphere. It's a slow burn role, but unforgettable. In this minimalist thriller, Mia Goth proves early on that she doesn't need big monologues or flashy scenes to command the screen. Her presence alone is gripping. In Suspiria, Mia Goth brings a quiet, aching humanity to Sara Sims, one of the film's few truly sympathetic souls. While the story spirals deeper into madness, Sara becomes our emotional anchor, fragile, observant, and increasingly aware that something monstrous is unfolding within the walls of the Academy. Goth plays her with a mix of innocence and mounting dread, giving the film a heartbeat amid its brutal, witchcrafted chaos. There's a softness to Sara, but also a determination that grows stronger with every unsettling discovery. Mia captures this shift beautifully, turning Sara's fear into courage without losing the character's vulnerability. And when the horror finally closes in, her performance becomes heartbreaking. Goth doesn't rely on big gestures. Instead, she lets the tension simmer in her eyes, her breath, her trembling resolve. It's a subtle, haunting turn, one that proves Mia Goth can elevate even the darkest, most surreal visions with pure emotional truth. Mia Goth's career is a kaleidoscope of madness, beauty, and fearless transformation. From haunting innocence to full-blown cinematic chaos, she turns every role into an event. These performances don't just showcase her range, they prove she's one of the most electrifying actors working today.